All right. Derrick Lewis versus Sergey Pavlovich. I'd hate to go against one of my favorite heavyweights, but I'm doing it. I'm going with Sergey Pavlovich. That's my prediction. Derrick Lewis is a tough son of a bitch, but there are moments when he's not so tough. And, he's a guy that I think he's underrated in some regards. Like, Derrick Lewis is a guy that's won very close fights, decisions. And he's won them with strong efforts in round three. Blagoy Ivanov, Roy Nelson, Alir Latifi, whatever. Plenty of fights he's been losing, going back to like his first 5 UFC victories. And he got the finish, half of those being on the ground, which is an area in which I think he's underrated. He's good at passing. But I don't like what I've seen from him lately, and I'm just betting on Sergey. I think Sergey's got the power that those aforementioned decision victories, those guys don't have, they didn't have. And I think Sergey's going to hit Derrick Lewis hard a few times. If he doesn't put him away, he's going to take his soul. That's what I see from this fight. Derrick Lewis does have heart. I don't want to make it out like he's some quitter or whatever. I'm just really betting on Sergey being the guy that I think he is. I don't think Derrick Lewis has a path to victory like Overeem had. Overeem, from the guard, beat Sergey up. That's not going to happen in this fight. Derrick Lewis does have underrated wrestling and grappling and whatever, and I know he's been working hard this camp. But I don't see him being able to impose himself on the mat on Sergey Pavlovich unless he knocks him down there. Or if Sergey was stupid enough to get it down there and find himself underneath Derrick. But generally speaking, Sergey's going to be moving better, moving faster. And Derrick Lewis is going to get touched up in this fight. That's my prediction. His toughness may be enough to keep him in the fight. But and of course, his right hand is always there. That's the equalizer, and it's never been more true about any fighter other than Derrick Lewis. More than Derrick Lewis, that he's got the equalizer. But Sergey, I'm just betting on Sergey with all the upside here. I think this is his first major step up, although, the Overeem fight was that, I guess. But that was his debut, I think. Or maybe that was his second fight. I don't know. But either way, now he's gotten a lot more time to come into his own. That was like 5 years ago, whatever. It was a long time ago. His loss to Overeem. And I just think he's one of those, next generation heavyweights where this is his stepping stone. He'll be in contention with a victory here. And I think this is his moment. He's really good on his feet. And like I said, he's got the power that those other guys didn't have to put the fear into Derrick Lewis. Derrick Lewis is a guy who is more susceptible to being discouraged than other fighters. And I do think he'll be discouraged here when he eats some punches from Sergey Pavlovich and he's having a hard time wrangling him. I know Lewis has some, he's got plenty of tricks up his sleeve and he's got a lot of things in his mind here. I know he might be thinking about a takedown for all I know. I feel like he might be just based on hearing his interviews. But once, if he goes for one and it doesn't go his way or Sergey's back up or whatever, I think Sergey's going to be the better fighter after just that first bit of exhaustion for both of them. Sergey will be the better conditioned fighter and his hands aren't going to go away. Derrick Lewis won't either. He's always going to have that knockout power till the last second, as we saw with Volkov. And that was a fight in which he was getting his ass kicked. Not where, he was losing or whatever, or he was caught behind the jab. He was almost finished and he was out. But he came back and knocked Volkov out. It's always a possibility. I haven't seen Pavlovich go out cold, and I really like what I see from him. So I like his money line at minus 130. I can't predict if it's going to be a knockout or a decision. I can. I'm going with Sergey Pavlovich via TKO round 2. And I will bet on that, but I'm not married to it. I like Pavlovich to win the fight, though, the money line. I kind of hope to see Derrick Lewis win, especially in Texas. He needs it, and at this point I can say he's deserved it. But he deserves it. But I'm betting against him. I'm going with Sergey.